Are you looking for the best off-road air compressor in your budget? Well, in today's video, we break down the top 5 best off-road air compressor that are available on the market. Starting at number 5, we have the Fanttik X8 Apex Tire Inflator Portable Air Compressor. The Fanttik X8 Apex is a compact, portable, cordless tire inflator that excels as an emergency backup for small to mid-sized vehicles. We're impressed by its size and sleek design, which incorporates an emergency inflator, battery bank, and flashlight/emergency light, as well as its satisfactory performance on smaller vehicle tires. While not as small as the AirMoto Smart Air Pump, the performance is significantly better. This is a much better choice for anyone who intends to use it for car tires and does not care about the slightly larger size. It's still pretty darn small. The unit's dimensions are 6 inches by 1.5 inches by 2 inches, and it comes with a 17.5 hose with Schrader valve. Also included are a Presto valve adapter and a needle valve. In testing, the Fanttik X8 Apex could inflate our 215/70ths R16 tire from 10 to 45 psi in an average of 1152, with almost enough power left to bring a second tire from 10 to 45 psi, usually only falling short by a few psi. With smaller tires, one could expect at least 2 inflations from nearly completely flat to a normal operating pressure on a single charge. Although not intended or advertised to inflate larger truck tires, the Fanttik Apex 8 is able to bring the larger truck tire from 20 psi to 51 psi in an average of 2010, usually shutting off due to excessive heat before draining the battery completely. Long story short, you could use it as an emergency inflator for a full-size truck, but that would be pushing it. A powerful LED spotlight works well as a flashlight in a pinch, and the blinking SOS mode is great for roadside emergencies. It automatically turns off after 30 minutes. Moving on at number 4, we have the Amazon Basics Portable Air Compressor. Another brilliant air compressor is performing superbly in the market right now. With this model, you are getting a decent 2.12 CFM for pumping air in or out. Not suited for very high-profile jobs, but still good enough to get your average inflating such as basketball and air mattress done with ease. It works with a 12-volt power source, so you don't need to worry about connecting with a high-caliber power source. In fact, you can operate this by directly connecting with car batteries. It includes a set of alligator battery clamps to work it in your favor when connecting it to a power source. Using it is easier than other similar products in the market. It features a digital gauze that makes taking readings plain and simple. And to top it off, it includes a rotating preset dial that allows you to select the pressure level you desire, and it automatically turns off the machine after reaching that level. A lot of people find it difficult to reach the right pressure. Say farewell to those annoying hassles once and for all. At number 3, we have the VIAIR Portable Compressor Kit. VIAIR is a well-known name in the portable air compressor world, so it was no surprise that the VIAIR 88P $90 crushed the competition in the full-size truck tire test and inflated the smaller 215/70ths R16 tire from 10 to 45 psi in about half the time of the next fastest model in our test. A simple, no-frills compressor, the VIAIR 88P gets straight to the business of inflating tires. The VIAIR attaches to a vehicle's 12 volts battery via 2 alligator clips and has a simple one-button operation. Since it draws directly from the vehicle's battery, you will want to keep your car running during inflation to ensure you don't get stuck with a dead battery. Realistically, it's the only model in this guide that works fast enough for us to consider using it for airing down for regular off-road use. The 10-foot power cord has an inline 20-amp flat fuse and robust alligator clips for attachment to a vehicle battery. The 16-foot hose is made of heavy-duty rubber with a high-quality brass chuck for attaching to Schrader valves, with adapters for needle valve, Presto valve, and 2 small smooth-bore nozzles included. The long power cord and hose give the unit just over 26 of reach, plenty for most applications. The VIAIR 88P inflated the 215/70ths R16 tire from 10 to 45 psi in an average time of 3:09, and the larger truck tire in an average of 15:07, nearly half the time of the next best performing unit. A small spotlight is built into the unit and turns on when it's attached to a battery. One thing we would have loved to see is an automatic shutoff. Without an automatic shutoff, take care you do not overinflate your tires. The analog gauge isn't the most accurate, up to 3 psi higher than actual. Although with the gauge being small and somewhat difficult to accurately read, there is a little wiggle room for interpreting the readings. At number 2, we have the AstroAI Handheld Cordless Air Compressor. Ease of use, respectable performance, and good price point earn the AstroAI Handheld Cordless Air Compressor our pick for the best budget inflator. When it comes to getting the job done with a cordless unit, the AstroAI Portable Car Air Compressor came in second place overall in its ability to perform light and heavy vehicle tire tests. Although very similar to the Avid Power 20 volts cordless inflator, the AstroAI Portable Car Air Compressor boasts a slightly larger 20 volts 36 watt-hours Li-ion battery that has a USB port that can be used to charge small electronics in an emergency. A brass chuck attaches directly to a Schrader valve or an included quick disconnect valve. We like the option to use a screw-on style chuck versus only a quick disconnect, as we feel it is more secure and less likely to bleed out air while inflating. The user's manual states the compressor is appropriate for SUVs, cars, motorcycles, and other small inflatables, though it advises that it is not intended for RVs, trucks, or other large volume items. Knowing this, we decided to put it through the ringer anyway and see how it performed on an E-rated 3/4 ton truck tire in the heavy vehicle tire test. We are pleased to report that this unit is capable of inflating a large truck tire from 20 psi to 60 psi on a single battery discharge, although it took an average of 18 minutes and 53 seconds. While airing up truck tires is outside of the intended scope of the product, it would most likely work in an emergent situation just fine. In the light vehicle tire test, the AstroAI Portable Car Air Compressor worked wonderfully, inflating the 215/70 R16 tire from 10 psi to 45 psi in an average of 753. And finally at number 1, we have the DeWalt 20 volts max tire inflator. Rugged construction, versatility, and power earn the DeWalt 20 volts max tire inflator the title of Best Overall for our guide. Although significantly more expensive than the other units, even while not including the 20 volts battery, charger, and 110 AC adapter, the DeWalt inflator is the only cordless inflator in our review that was reasonably capable of being used in both light vehicle and full-size truck tires. Additionally, this inflator is the only unit in our guide designed to inflate rafts, paddleboards, and air mattresses. The unit has 2 output ends, one with a standard Schrader valve and a larger high-volume hose designed for larger inflatables. The DeWalt 20 volts max tire inflator has an easy-to-use interface that includes a round click wheel selector for choosing the desired SI output, a real-time pressure readout, and an automatic stop. The pressure gauge is accurate in reading pressure to within plus or minus 1.5 psi. This inflator is solid and feels well built. Rubber feet insulate the unit from walking along the ground while in operation. A high-quality rubber hose with a threaded brass chuck is designed to attach directly to a Schrader valve, or can be attached to an included Schrader to Presta adapter, a needle valve for inflating balls, and a small smoothbore nozzle. All of the aforementioned adapters are stored neatly in the unit.
Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. If this video was helpful to you, please make a sure like, comment, subscribe.